Hi everyone, Claudia here from Lighting Clarity. So, this week's question to Spirit is, what will the next 3 months bring me? What will the next 3 months bring me? So, I'd like you to pick from who has this message for you, feeling into this now. Archangel Michael, Lady Kuan Yin, or Archangel Gabriel. Without further ado, for those of you who've picked Archangel Michael, let's bring him in. Thank you. So he says that some of you will be feeling, so we're talking about the early 3 months, okay? So the beginning of the 3 months. So we're looking at April, May, June. He's making me feel that some of you will be moving through some heightened emotions around April. So some of you also will be looking at something that you hope will work out. And I'm going to be honest, at that point over these next 3 months, I don't feel it will be worked out, whatever this is to do with. There's still going to need to be more patience on your parts, is what he says. So he takes me to June and there being an opening for you coming in on an emotional level. Some of you will be taking some leave around June. There's some sort of a holiday coming up for some of you, he shows me. There's a decision to go and do something else that's going to lift you up, is what I see around June. So they're the words, whatever way that is, whether it's a holiday or something else, there is a decision you're going to make around June that's going to lift you right up. He says, take it one step at a time. He says, between now and June, he says, you're going to be planting strategic steps towards bringing in some major changes into your life for the course of this year, leading into next year. He says a lot of you are starting to look after yourselves a lot better on an emotional and mental level. And that includes you actually saying, no, I'm going to go and do this and not that. I see a lot of you turning off and doing your own thing, regardless of whether it suits others or not. I don't see you, I don't know how to say this, but pandering to others, and it's not the right word, but I do feel as though you're turning around going, no, I'm going to go and do this. You'd be a bit more selfish with your time and needing to take care of yourself and deciding that you're absolutely going to go and do some other things that uplift you. But you are planting strategic steps, he says, between now and June that's going to help you through the course of the year, leading into next year. And these steps, he shows me, are steps with change to with certain life areas, with not staying where you are. So there's going to be like a coming out of a tunnel period once you hit June. I see a lot of you coming out of a tunnel, stepping out into a beautiful golden light. And what that is a realization of what needs to change, what is going, and what you're going to do next, that you're not going to hold back on. So he shows me many new colors coming in for you. So those new colors, are you trying new things, being more spontaneous? I actually see a lot more encouragement coming through your energy, a lot more inner strength, a lot more motivation, gusto that you're going to go and do this and that's that. I see that also coming in as a result of these 3 months with these strategic steps you're placing in front of you. He says, I want you to keep going. You've got this. In fact, a lot of you are coming back into alignment come April, even though you will be feeling it a little bit at height. Your emotions will be heightened. You will be coming back into your center, into alignment with you. He says, trust what's coming next. He says, you've got this. He says, it's like you're beginning to create a higher timeline than what you have before. And you're going to be pleasantly surprised as you move beyond June and move into that next half of the year of what it is that you can actually bring in for yourself, what it is that you can actually do and create. Like I say, a lot happier with the things that you bring in, with what comes towards you. Nothing's easy, nothing's straightforward. That's not what you're here for. Not completely anyway, but you are here to enjoy life as well. So, but I am seeing that there'll be bumps second half of the year, but I just see you looking a lot more settled and happier is what I'm seeing. And actually having the courage to follow through on certain goals that you haven't had the courage to do, or certain plans. So I also see that coming in. All right, I'm going to thank Michael. All right. And for those of you who have chosen Lady Kuan Yin, let's bring her forward. So Lady Kuan Yin is making me feel there's some sort of small accomplishment of some sort. And there's also something, there's a small accomplishment for some of you, and for others of you, there's something that you have triumphed over. And she's showing me this coming in over the next 3 months. So April, May, June. Might even be now, but April, May, June. She says, keep planting your steps as you move forward. She says a lot of you are already doing that, have started doing that. It's as though some of you have found something, I don't know how to word this, but some of you have found something that you've been looking for a while, and it's actually come in for you. She's just acknowledging that for those of you who are in that boat. She says there is either a goal of some sort or an aim of some sort or a target of some sort that some of you have. She says, I don't want you to throw that out the window. She says there's still a little bit to go before attaining that goal, that target, or that aim. She says you're very capable of bringing this in, and this is a very probable outcome that can come in for you. So she says, keep working diligently towards what is that you want, and know that this is going to come in for you. And she does show me that everyone's on different timings, as I try to look on the timing, to be honest. But she's saying it will come in. She says, over these next 3 months, we want you to keep doing what you are doing. She says, please trust your intuition. She makes me feel a lot of you feel energy when you go into rooms or into places. She says, trust yourself. If the person that you're asking to help you in terms of an organization, if it doesn't feel right, don't go with them. She says, go with someone who does. She says, trust your intuition, trust the energy around the companies you're inquiring, the people, wherever you're going, whatever this is to do. She says, trust your energy, trust your vibration, trust the vibe. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right for you. Go and find who is. And she keeps saying, this isn't the time to give up on your plans. Trust. There's something more coming in for you on the horizon. She's definitely making me feel it's not over the next 3 months, it's in the distance, but there is something important that's going to come in for you that's going to bring you a sense of joy. Whether you're hearing good news for one of your very close loved ones, like one of your children, or for your spouse, or it's directly for you. There is something important coming in on the horizon in the distance. So when we say the distance, we're going to ask what this distance is. Hang on. So we want to say on the cusp of the new year. December, January, early months of next year, if not, but otherwise definitely on the cusp of the new year as that approaches at the end of the year. Yeah. So that's what she shows me. Beautiful. I'm going to thank Lady Kuan Yin for coming in. Okay. And for those of you who chose Archangel Gabriel, let's bring Gabriel in. So Gabriel's coming to you with a lot of love. For those of you who have chosen Gabriel, a lot of heartfelt love towards you. And Gabriel's placing their arms around you, across your shoulders to be exact, in support. Gabriel's saying, remember to stay grounded. Don't make things bigger than what they are. To stay on your roads. So Gabriel's making me feel there's going to be a realization where you're going to be letting go of something or someone. You're going to decide it's going to live your life, or you're going to let go of it. And I'm seeing that this could be to do with I don't feel it's to do with a life pattern. I do feel it's to do with someone or something. There's something physically leaving that you're no longer going to have in your life. You're not interested in any anymore. It could be to do with leaving a job. It could be to do with moving house, a decision around that. Could be to do with someone that you've had enough of. There's just something around, something's going to leave your life within the next 3 months, and you've made that active decision to move that on. Gabriel says, I want you to remain in your centers. I want you to remain calm. Again, he says, they're neither he nor she. Don't make things bigger than what they are. Gabriel's making me feel your silence is enough when it comes to a particular situation. When people are asking you to react, Gabriel is saying, I want you to stay in your center. Often when you say nothing at all, it is a lot that you've actually put a point across. Sounds like a funny thing to say. Gabriel's the angel of communication. But there's something about staying in your center that's going to allow you to handle a particular person or situation from a more heightened perspective. It's like you're able to sit back and study the situation, seize this for what it is, and go, right, now I know how to handle this. Right, now I know how to go about resolving this situation before speaking, before acting. And then you speak and then you act, she says. So Gabriel said it is just the next 3 months for you. Know that you'll move through these 3 months being quite strategic in how it is you approach situations and your plans. And he shows me that there is a building up towards certain goals, bringing those to fruition. There is a building up over these next 3 months where you will walk towards 1 or 2 goals that you've waited to bring to fruition, and you will be bringing them in. They will be occurring not over these 3 months, but you're building up towards it. And it's beyond these 3 months that these 2 goals will come in, 1 to 2. I feel it is this year. I feel it's the back end of this year. At least one of them will come in, if not the second one as well. Gabriel says, don't be in such a rush to make everything happen. Some of you hold your breath and you rush. You move very quickly. Gabriel says, know that you're qualified already to be able to have the good that you want in, that you're able to bring this in. He says, you deserve, this is it, he's being more clear with me, you deserve to have all the good that you're seeking. You deserve to have that come in. And we want you to be in the energy of receiving. Be in the energy of rewarding yourself as well. When we reward ourselves, and he's reminding me this, when we reward ourselves, I'm going to say this, you open up, I'm going to open my eyes, you open up the opportunities to come in for you. It's when we don't believe we deserve, we put a block over our hearts. And remember, I've always said, what's in your heart center goes out in your aura and goes down your timeline, and that's what you manifest. Start rewarding yourself. Once a week, go and do something you enjoy doing, whether that's buying a bunch of flowers, going and grabbing an ice cream or some lunch down at your favorite park, doing something each week, going to the movies, calling up your friends, going out, having a big laugh. You need to reward yourselves. You need to show yourselves that love, because when you do that, it opens up those higher timelines and you have the ability of choice. I'm going to go this way, this way, or this way. Oh, that's great. That's coming. Brilliant. Often I see clients who say, why isn't this happening? I will close my eyes as I do. I'm doing a reading and I'm looking in, open my eyes and I go, you don't actually believe you deserve this. You don't actually believe you deserve good things to come to you. And they twist and turn and go, that's true. I said, well, how are all these things going to come in, these opportunities, if you don't believe you deserve them? And we need to work with that. We need to look at clearing this. We need to look at assisting you with this, and we're changing the energy signature to bring in exactly what you want. So listen to Gabriel's point here, because I think it's very important. That's why I've opened my eyes and relayed this story to you. Okay. I'm going to thank Gabriel for coming in. All right. Well, many blessings for the weekend. I'll see all of you again next week. Thanks, everybody.